Hi everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back. Today's video is all about my everyday makeup bag. This is kind of a big bag. I don't like being limited, so this might be kind of a long video. I'm just gonna walk you through the cruelty-free and vegan products that I use on a regular basis when I have like 10 minutes to get ready to go, or if I'm gonna travel, or recently we moved and I packed up all my makeup except what I could fit in here. So we're gonna go through that. This is like my necessities, my recent must-haves, if you will. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Just keep watching. I did do my full face out of this bag today, and like I said, when we were moving for like 2 weeks, all my makeup was packed up except a handful of things that were in here. And so I really left it as what was in here when we were moving, because I figured if that was my daily makeup for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, that would be a really good representation for you guys. Obviously, this is not a tiny makeup bag by any means. This was sent to me by Too Faced, and it is vegan faux leather. I forget what brand it is, but I really, really like it. I like how sturdy it is. You can fit a lot in here. If I had to pare this down, I could. I just like to have options. And since my skin is a little all over the place, especially right now, some days just different foundations work better for me, or I'm feeling like different types of products. So I like to have variety. I think that's the best way to put it. If you guys watched, I think it was like a year and a half ago now when I visited Rianne and we did a video of swapping makeup bags.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very kind of special-ish guest. Tashina!
Hey guys!
Well, today's video, you know what it is because it's in the title, but we're going to be swapping makeup bags.
I'll link to that down below. You'll kind of see how much of an overpacker I am with essentials. I don't like to be limited. I'll do it if I have to, but I don't like it. So let's get right into it because there's kind of a lot in here. And I'm just gonna pull things out, so there's not really gonna be a huge order to this, but everything will also be listed down below. So if you guys just wanna see that list, that is there as well. And of course, it's all cruelty-free, it's all vegan. So first is the e.l.f. The New Classics palette. I had been on the fence about this palette, and I was so intrigued by it, but a lot of it is more like cooler tones, which don't really work for me. But I picked this up. Did I order this? Yeah, I ordered this. I can't remember if I ordered it or got it at Target, but I ordered it with the G Kissa Collection, and I'm so glad I did because this is such a good palette. It's such a good mix of everyday neutrals. You can get really like light looks, you can get matte looks, you can get shimmery looks, you can have dark smoky looks. Smoky. I am in love with this palette and I use it all the time. My favorite shade in here is actually Beloved, which is like this peachy goldy pink. Surprise, surprise there. And I love Cosmo as well, and Blanc and Glamour and Darling and Truffle. Ooh, and Charm. It's just such a good palette. And these palettes are such a good formula. For the price, you get so much bang for your buck. I really, really like them. It's similar to like the Opposites Attract palette from e.l.f. That's another good one. They actually have a little like 3-pack of their palettes like this on their website, which I would get. I wish I need the other one and I will get it. But this is such a good palette. So I have the ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip in Zuma. I got this after G Kissa was telling me to get it, and I'm glad she did because it's gorgeous. Also, I'm wearing this eyeshadow palette today. I'm wearing this lip, and I'm also wearing this gloss from ColourPop, which is Round Midnight. It's a nice nude, pinky gloss. Just a good standard gloss. It looks good on its own. It looks good over everything. My Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is just a little travel size that I refill from my full size. I do have the ones that are scented. This is just the regular. It's what I like on day to day. I'm almost out though, and I'm really sad because I do use this all the time. I use it as a primer and as a setting spray, and throughout doing my makeup, it's really good. And this little container that I got at Daiso for lashes. So I normally have 3 pairs in there. This one is from Tarte, and then I have a pair from Socialize and a pair from e.l.f. I'm not sure which are the ones that I'm wearing and which are the ones in here. I know these are Tarte. I think these might be Socialize. I think I might be wearing e.l.f. Wait, these might be e.l.f. I might be wearing Socialize. I don't remember the styles of these, but I always have those 3 pairs. So that way I kind of can like pick and choose what I want. From Lily Lolo, this is their Coralista Blush Duo, which I've loved for a long time. It's a really pretty coral blush. This is what I'm wearing today. And then a really nice highlight. This is a very natural highlight, but you can very easily build it up. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. It's like this glowy lit from within look. From Ofra, this is their Rodeo Drive highlighter, which the hype is so real on this, guys. So real. This is what I'm wearing today. I love this. Their highlighters are amazing. I love this shade so much. It's so good. So Ofra did send this to me as well as a few other products too, including another that I keep in here, which is their Americano bronzer, which is nice. It has a little bit of a shimmer, and I do tend to like more matte bronzers, but it blends out so beautifully. I really, really like this one. And I also keep their beauty sponge, which they did also send me in here. It's dirty. It needs to be washed. I used it this morning to do my makeup. I have been reaching for this over my beauty blender ever since they sent it to me. It's so nice. I really, really love it. Hourglass, their Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation. They sent me 3 bottles of this. I am totally hooked. So someone did comment and say like, oh, a Sephora employee told me it's no good for dry skin. I've continued to use this moving here to Utah, and my skin has been so dry here and I've not had any issues. So I think it really depends on how you prep your skin. But this is such a good foundation, such a lovely finish, such good coverage. I freaking love it. I have an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in a 0. Just really nice, creamy, smooth liner. I use this on my waterline a lot or smudge it out on my lash line. I have my lash curler from Eye of Horus because you need a lash curler. I have my Au Naturel Sustain Liquid Lip Stain in Crushed Bloom. So this is like a whipped lipstick. And this is kind of like a peachy nudie shade. It's so pretty. I love this one so much, and I love their formula. When I did visit them in Green Bay, they sent me home with a ton of product. I had this before and I was like, I need a refill. I need a refill soon anyway, but they put raspberry oil in all their products, so they smell amazing. So with Au Naturel, I am in their affiliate program, and what that means is when you guys use the links below, most of them are affiliate links, whether I'm in the brand's program or not. It just helps keep Logical Harmony running, and I really, really appreciate you guys using them. So thank you so much to those of you that do. From Too Faced, this is their Chocolate Brownie Brow Pencil in Deep Brown. It has a spoolie on one end, it has a little slanted tip on the other. It just makes doing your brows super duper easy. I'm wearing it today. Very, very easy, very low maintenance. What I typically do is just like a line kind of across the bottom here, and then I brush it up, and that's about it. I don't do a whole lot, but it's really good. Really, really good. I'm glad that they gave this to me when I was at the Too Faced HQ. And another that they gifted me that I love is the Too Faced Sketch Marker Liner in black. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I wear this all the time. I'm wearing it today. It is like my favorite liquid liner that I've ever used. It's a nice felt tip, and what I like, so I honestly prefer felt and brush tip liners. I honestly prefer felt and brush tip liners, but what I like about this one being a felt tip is it doesn't get dull on the end. A lot of them lose like the tip. It gets a little rounded or it gets like bent, and I've not had this issue. I've not had that issue with that. I have another eyeliner from the ELFxJkissa Collection. This is a really pretty navy blue. So when her collab launched, I bought it immediately. I waited up till midnight, ordered it immediately, and then they did also send it to me as well, which was amazing. It was really, really sweet of them. But it's a really nice navy blue. I love it. I love blue liner. There's something about it. It's just a little bit different, a little fun. And I am also in ELF's affiliate program. From Thrive Cosmetics, this is their Instant Brow Fix in Serena. I don't know if it's up yet, but I did film a video demo of this. It's just a really little wand. Really get right in there with your brows if you want to set them in place and you need some color. It's a good product. From NCLA, this is their lipstick in Brentwood Snob, which is so pretty too. This is like a little bit of a deeper nude. And I really, really love their formula. It's a semi-matte formula, which is really nice. NCLA has sent me all the lipsticks they've come out with. I just love them so much. But this one in particular is like one of my favorites from them. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you know how far back I go with NCLA. I've been a customer for years. They've sent me a ton of stuff. I've bought a ton of stuff. I love NCLA so much. So I'm really excited to be able to support them with new products. And I am also in their affiliate program as well. And this is their new Mercury Retrograde Balm. So the balms are really interesting. They go on sheer and then they kind of change color with your pH to be like the perfect for you shade. So you guys can see that's getting more pink. This one is just really pretty. And I love the formula. It's really moisturizing. And I love that it's just like a little wash of color. So it's not as much as like a lipstick by any means. It's just like a little bit of that perfect for you color. Similar is the Rose Lip Oil from Au Naturel. They sent me this a while ago and I love it. So you put it on with a brush and it's a very, very hydrating lip oil that just has a tiny bit of tint to it. I don't know if you guys can even see it right there. So it's a lot of shine. It's perfect for when you want a treatment like lip balm, but you want a little bit more. I love it so much. It's so good. I carry a lot of lip products with me. My gosh. All right, you probably knew this was coming. The ELFxJkissa palette. Oops. Which most of the brushes that I bring are ELF and Eco Tools or MOTD, by the way. This is such a pretty palette. I've used it in a few photos here on Instagram. I've used it in a few videos that may or may not be up at the time this video goes up. It's gorgeous. If you can get your hands on it, do it. It's such a good palette, and I'm so proud of Jess for this collaboration. It's so exciting to see. From Charlotte Tilbury, this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which is a really, really pretty liquid highlight. I'm obsessed with this stuff. It's so good. They sent this to me like maybe a year ago with a big package of goodies, and I've just been in love with it ever since. So it's very liquidy. I like to put it on before my foundation. I put it on after my foundation. I mix it in with my foundation because I like a glow. So you guys can see it's very, very shimmery. It just looks so nice on the skin, especially with your foundation. So I put it like on my forehead, I put it on my cheekbones, I put it on my nose, I put it like all over my face basically. And it just gives you such a nice dewy glow that lasts all day. From Too Faced, this is their Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. You guys know how I feel about this. It's so good. So good. This is like my absolute must-have concealer. I love it. It has such good coverage. It blends out really well, and it's like not drying, which I need. I need that a lot. From Milani, this is their Baked Blush in Luminoso. Such a classic blush. Like everyone has this for good reason too. I had bought this for years, and they sent me a package, and they sent me one of the new ones because it did kind of change in color. I still think it's really, really pretty. I don't think it's that much of a difference. A lot of people do though. So kind of like if you used it like 3 years ago, it might be a little bit of a different shade now, but I just love it. It's so gorgeous on the skin. You have that nice bit of shimmer in there. It's all peachy. It's very pretty. From Too Faced, this is their Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, which I like because sometimes I'm a little more fair than right now, and this bronzer just always works. The Too Faced bronzers are so good. They smell like chocolate. They're matte. They blend out beautifully. I love them. I love them so much. From Au Naturel, this is their finishing powder. This is like their old packaging. It's no longer in a pump bottle, but it's such a good setting powder. It just makes everything look really smooth, really even, really poreless and flawless. From Pacifica, this is their liquid cover full coverage lasting concealer. They recently sent me this and the foundation, which I have in here as well. They're really good. I'm really impressed with them. One, I'm glad that they expanded their shade range. I think that's great, but the coverage of both of these is really nice. I love how it feels on the skin. I love how it wears. Only complaint is I can't use it in videos. I've tried a couple times, and every time there's so much of a white cast on the foundation from my filming lights that I can't do it. It makes my skin look like 5 shades lighter than it actually is. Like it's a little startling because in real life, it's a perfect match, but on camera, because of the reflection of the lights on something in this foundation in particular, it looks pretty ghostly. So that's my only complaint about this, but it's great for an everyday foundation, especially if you want like a very natural finish. No shocker here, Too Faced Born This Way foundation. My love of Too Faced goes back so far, massively so far. I don't know why I said massively. I remember looking at magazines when I was a kid when Too Faced just launched, and it was like that weird logo with that person, and like I don't know, it was a different vibe back then. But I remember reading like a little blurb about Jared and Jeremy, and I was like, oh, this is really cool that these guys are starting this makeup company, and like it looks different, especially for the time. And something about it just stood out to me too, because like at the time you didn't really, not that it's unique, most makeup companies are owned by men, but you just didn't really see it covered in that way, if that makes sense at the time. And it was just really, really cool to see. And so I'd kind of followed them ever since. And then when I got older and I saw them in Sephora, I was like, oh my gosh, that's that brand I read about as a kid. And I picked up stuff, and I've been like hooked ever since. And I'm so lucky to have their support, like to have gone to their HQ. I didn't talk to Jared, but I saw Jared, and I saw Clover. I love Clover. I'm a huge Too Faced fan, and I can't live without this stuff. It's such a good foundation. So good. The hype is real. Also from Too Faced, their Hangover Primer. I love this stuff. Even if I'm using other primers, I tend to use this as well because it's also like skincare as a primer. So I will layer it all the time, especially when my skin is dry. It just adds a little more moisture into it. Too Faced, surprise, surprise. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. When this first launched, it wasn't vegan. It had yogurt powder in it, and it's now vegan, and I freaking love it. It's so good. I feel like it just makes everything look so smooth. It stays dewy and it like does not get cakey or dry throughout the day. And a lot of setting powders do on me, especially when I have dry skin. I have another sketch marker in espresso. So if you want a brown liquid liner, this is a good one. I have the ColourPop BFF Lippy Pencil because Rand made me buy it and it's phenomenal. It's kind of grody. I have my Tarte Lash Glue glued to my Better Than Sex mascara. Just ignore it. Just pretend you didn't see that. And then I have my little Socialize lash tool that I love. Some I have Horace tweezers and this single little hair clip. I don't know why there's one. Oh, and I have e.l.f. tweezers in there as well. So that is everything in my everyday makeup bag. Again, these are just like the products I keep on hand. If I'm traveling, I will pick from these, especially lately. And this is what I used when I had all my makeup packed up. This is what I kept out and used on a daily basis and just kind of cycled through because I don't want to use the same eyeshadow palette for 2 weeks. I wanted to switch things up, so I like to have options. Girl needs options, right? So that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Hey guys, if you want to make Juniper's day, make sure you subscribe to my channel here. Check out another video here. And if you want to subscribe to the vlog channel, you can check that out here.